Um, I'm just going to break it down into really simple shapes, right? I mean, you got a tombstone, which is kind of like a really stretched out rainbow line. Kind of skinny, right? It's like, there we go. And I'm deciding to draw a big, large tombstone or whatnot in the foreground. When I mention the word foreground, I'm talking about forward, stuff that is in front of you. You can notice that my hand, if I put it way up to the camera, is pretty big, right? And then as it moves further into space, it gets smaller. So we're going to create that sense of space using size and placement. Let's put a ground plane for your headstone. So this would be your foreground. It's in the front. Now, as it gets further away, my hand becomes kind of like a medium-sized figure, right? Well, we are going to put something medium-sized in the middle here. You get to decide. Is it a spooky house? Is it another gravestone? Totally up to you. Just kind of give it a ground plane to stand on. You get to decide. As previously stated, you get the opportunity to choose what you want to put in your mid-ground, which is the second hill in your picture, or the hill that's right behind your tombstone. Here I am changing my mind and deciding to place my haunted house way in the back on the third or fourth hill of my picture, and I plan on doing it super tiny because the further you move back into space, the smaller things become. Instead of putting a haunted house on my midground, I'm going to put a crooked tree instead. You decide what you would like to do. I might put a tree. There we go. And trees don't really have a particular kind of way of moving, so you can put a bunch of different lines there. So while you're touching up your area, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Maybe I'll put this down and around. Yeah, that's cool. And then I'll just put little gravestones here and there. It's kind of like going by the countryside. Now I really want to stress, where are you going to put your light source? What are you going to have for a light source? Is it going to be a lamp? Is it going to be a moon? You get to decide. But you are going to need a light source because your light source is going to help define where your shadow is going to be. So for your grass, if you choose to have grass, use like kind of like a flowy, flicky flick of the wrist kind of motion. Going in every which way. Depending on where you want this grass to pop out. we're getting our texture in, or our ground plane. And remember, your details are going to fade in the distance. So I got really strong grass here. Here it's almost kind of blurry. I can't really see very well. We call that atmospheric perspective. And I'm even going to make my marks even blurrier or less defined in the back here. And as I move back into space, you aren't really going to see as much definition. I'm thinking about making my house pitch black, but I don't know yet. So I kind of just sketched out my house here. Here, let me add a thing. You decide if you want to add some details to your house. Now, something I want to mention is when things get closer up, the lines become more defined. When things fade into the background, they become less defined. So, if you have a road, your road line is going to fade as it goes off into the distance. So, the way you're going to capture that is you have a nice firm pressure in the front here. And then as you move back, your pressure becomes lighter and lighter. This is called implied line. It kind of gives a sense of illusion that there's space. Now, for your tombstones, depending where your light source is, my light source is here, so my shadow is going to be kind of on this side of my tombstone. I kind of want to make my tombstone three-dimensional. But as I get closer up to my tombstone, my shadow is going to turn into a skinnier sliver as I move up and around. So just keep that in mind. Map out your shadows on the side away from your light source. So I'm going to put one right here. See how I have like little shadows on this side. My moon's here. So this area and this area are going to be super light because my moon, it's a bright full moon.